Gentlemen, today we are going to explain you how to set up a new company in ParkERP. So we go through a step-by-step process. So first of all, in company setup, in setup, you go here in the company setup and you change the company name here, the address and phone number, fax, email address, blah blah. And here's the home currency. You have to select your home currency. If your home currency is different, then you can add currency from here in accounts, currencies, and from here you can add the currency. And maybe I don't remember the dirhams uh, hundreds name and automatic exchange update. Now you added the AED and then you go here again in the company setup and you will select the base currency here, dirham. Okay, the fiscal year, it is currently the active fiscal year is 1st July to 30 June 2021. But in fact, now we are in a new fiscal year. You will add a new fiscal year from here, fiscal years, and we add a new one. Don't try other options, just follow what I'm speaking here, and then you come back here and select the new fiscal year and update it. And before updating, you can select the logo of also from here. Click here and choose file and then update logo. This is login timeout. If your system is logging out again and again, then you can increase it from here, like 3000 seconds. So you have updated. Now in order to uh, get in effect this fiscal year, you have to log out and log in. So log out and then log in. So the new fiscal year will be in effect. Now user account setup. In user account setup, you can add users here and full name, telephone address, email address, and you can add the access level from here and just update. Access setup, you define the new role or you can edit the existing role, and you can check and check what a person can do or not do. So this is very self-explanatory. You can try it out. There are some predefined roles like salesman. Salesmen have limited rights. Similarly, we have AP officer, AR officer. So some roles are predefined, but you can just play around with this. Display setup. Now it depends how your company needs the decimal places, like prices amount you need it for 2 decimal places, quantities you need 2, exchange rates you need 4, date format you can change all these things from here. Transaction references. Transaction references are basically like your vouchers and your invoices, they have references, so you can set up here the series of your references. So now you can see uh, these are references JE1, BP1, so you can change it, and like this one will be incremental, it will become 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. So and it, like you can change it WO, you can put WO1. This one is very important. Okay, thank you. And now if we go forward, taxes, tax groups, item tax types, this will be covered in another video. It's a very detailed information. System and journal setup. In this setup, all options are predefined, so just leave it as it is. And this negative inventory is very important. Allow negative inventory. We don't recommend it. We don't recommend it because, like it's written here, this may cause a delay in GL posting. But in sometimes a business has a need that they have to allow negative inventory. In that case, you may face some uh, delay in GL postings that will cause the average cost calculation of the product to be uh, inappropriate. So payment terms, payment terms, payment terms. You can add payment terms. You can change any terms. What you like. This is payment due after 10 days. You can create payment due after 30 days, and after number of days, and select here 30. Just just add it. In this way, you can add payment terms. These options just don't leave it as default. And attach documents, backup and restore. Now from here you can create a backup of your company's database. So this is a small overview of the company setup.